All right, guys, let's close our eyes and turn this key and go back in time and listen to this GT500 roar. Oh, baby! Oh my God, I can hear it now. Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm Chris Mazzarella, and you're watching No Reserve Classic. And before we get started, guys, if you haven't done it already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell, because you never know, your dream ride can be in the next video. And here we have it, guys, the only one known on the market today, the 1968 Shelby GT500 Convertible. And why is she one of a kind? It's because of right here, the Elite Marty Report. Under the hood, it's featuring a 428 cubic inch GT500 motor paired up with that 4-speed manual transmission, 350 gearing, and of course that Ford 9-inch rear. On the exterior, that beautiful Highland green with the striped Elite. Didn't have it on this vehicle with that awesome white convertible power top. It has on the interior the black decor seating and some manual options over here. What are they? Power disc brakes, power steering, AM radio, and of course a one-of-a-kind tilt pop steering wheel. When's the last time you've seen one of those bad boys? And I know you guys can't be with me here on this beautiful turntable, but if you visit us at No Reserve Classics, you'll be able to take this GT500 for a virtual 360-degree tour. That's right, with a simple swipe of a finger, you'll be able to view the beautiful exterior of this one-of-a-kind car. And after you're done with that, hop over to the inside for another 360-degree virtual tour. And if you guys have any questions on how to get this ride into your garage, feel free to give me a call, Chris, at 1-800-562-7815, and I'll be sure to guide you through the full process. All right, guys, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to take this GT500 out on the road. So hop inside and let's go for a ride. All right, guys, we're finally here in the driver's seat. So excited to drive this vehicle. I mean, it is a beautiful day out. I got this awesome 1968 Highland green Shelby GT500 convertible, and the exterior of this car is so stunning. Right from the front end, you'll know it is a Shelby. If not, as soon as it passes you by, you'll read those words right on the back, Shelby, with those dual exhausts back there looking great and sounding even better. And you'll also notice that on the side as well, with the white GT500 badges throughout, looking really nice. Also on this vehicle as an option, a 10-spoke Shelby wheel that are on here, and that is in a 15-inch rim with those awesome BF Goodrich radial white letter tires on there, just bringing back that classy look, but a tire that you can actually drive on, a modern tire that you can drive really comfortable as we are right now. And last but not least, on the outside of the vehicle, the white vinyl top in very good condition, no rips or tears on it, and it has the option with the brake light glass. That was an option to have glass back there, the two-piece glass. So the older these cars get, if you had that vinyl top, the clear plastic on there, you will get a yellow and discoloration. Not with glass, simply wipe it down, no scratches on there, looking just great. And unfortunately, guys, it is about 32 degrees out today, so we have the power top up, but it is power, so you just press this button right here, boop, and the top goes all the way down, so you don't have to get out and manually do that. You have a rainy day, it just comes out of nowhere. Just pull over on the side of the road and press that button, and that top will come up all by itself. Well, let's face it, guys, where are we gonna be most of the time? Right here in the driver's seat, the black decor deluxe interior with the high bucket seats over here, Really nice, really good condition. It's an original style car. Got that Shelby badge right here in the center console with that GT badge, GT500 badge right up front above the glove box as well. The wood grain on this car is in excellent condition and the gauges are all functioning correctly. We have the headlights here, the fog lights. One really cool fact about this Shelby is the tilt pop steering wheel. So what is that? And I've never seen it before. I've seen it actually in one other vehicle where you're gonna open the door on this car, you open the door, take the key out, and the steering wheel actually pops or tilt pops over to the side. So no matter how big or small you get a lot of room getting in and out of these vehicles. Isn't an oversized steering wheel on here with the working horn, of course, but it gives you that room of getting in and out, just really, really nice. One other option about this vehicle, besides the push button AM radio, is the shoulder seat belts on this vehicle. It was an option. How crazy is that, right? With things we take for granted, a seat belt was an option back in 1968. All right, guys, we're in third gear right now. Put it over to fourth and just cruise. We're doing right now, we're right about 50 miles an hour. Super comfortable. I mean, the seats are in really good condition, helping us out. But what else is helping us out is the competition suspension on this vehicle. Really nice. So when we're taking some turns over here, we got the power steering helping us out, but this baby is just sticking right to the road. Got a lot of horsepower up under that hood. 428 cubic incher, 4-valve GT500 motor paired up with the 4-speed manual transmission. Super, super rare option. You don't see these vehicles with a 4-speed anymore. They're all automatic. I think this is the only one on the market today. And all that horsepower is going to that Ford 9-inch rear, putting those BF Goodrich radial tires to the max, just twisting those babies when we're going around these turns. Especially with the age of this vehicle, I feel really comfortable with this vehicle. I'm going a little bit faster than I should be right now, but I just forget. I mean, it's so nice, so comfortable. We don't have any weird, quirky sounds or noises. God forbid anything were to happen. We have this awesome roll cage back here. Just a lot of cool things about this car. The nostalgia of the car. I mean, a 68 Shelby. How cool does it get? The pony car of its day. Had the competition with the Camaro, still fighting with it till this day. Just an overall great car, good looking, good driving. I got a smile on my face. I really wish it was summer right now so I could drop the top on this bad boy and enjoy, let my hair blow through the wind and just enjoy this vehicle. We don't even have the radio on right now. I got the tune of the exhaust in my ears. My foot right now is pedal to the metal. I mean, you can feel the horsepower in this car, 70, 80, woo-hoo-hoo. This car is great. It's such an amazing vehicle. Oh man. All right, guys, well, that's it for this portion of the video. So stay tuned because we're going to bring this baby back to the barn and give you guys a little bit more insight of what's going on with this 1968 Shelby Mustang. Woohoo! Oh, what's up, Mike? How's everything, brother?
Very good.
All right, so here she is, man. This thing is nice, absolutely beautiful, convertible. So what are some interesting facts about this car, man? I heard it is, what, one of 2 cars?
Well, this one, first of all, what defines it is the front end, right? You can tell right away, 1968 Mustang Shelby, and right away you can tell with the large openings, right, as compared to
letting that area let it right
to that 67. So yeah, just like you were saying, very, very rare build. When you get down to it and you look at the detailed Marta report, it'll break it down to how rare it is. But just generically speaking about it, the rarity comes down to this being an actual 4-speed big block convertible.
Manual. A lot of them on the market. I haven't seen one manual car. All of them automatic. Haven't seen one manual.
Right, and if they do come up, they're gone pretty quick.
Yeah.
And a couple of times too, when you do see them come up, they take an automatic and they actually make them into
which at that point it's not numbers
yeah,
matching.
Correct. It's still an automatic car.
Now, you consider that a clone at that point because it's
no,
taken away from the history of the car, the genuineness of it.
You are taken away from the genuineness. I wouldn't call it a clone. To me, that's a whole different car. It's somebody taking 68 convertible per se, and then putting all the stripes, fiberglass, and everything else on it. It's still, if somebody does change the transmission, it's still a true Shelby. But once again, they made that modification to it, which obviously will take away from its genuineness and obviously its value too.
Sweet. So let's pop the hood, man. Let's see what we got. What we're working with.
So this one, obviously, you don't have to go inside and pull that. But these, they did different hood pins on this. Once again, coming out of '67 into '68, from the old pins that hung down on the cables that you'd plug in. Now these are obviously attached to the car, and then you just still have the main hood pop underneath here. And a lot of times too, which this is the original fiberglass Shelby hood.
Really good condition.
It is overall, and a lot of times what you'll see too, which this just has little tiny hairline cracks, but very common to see about 90+% of these due to the wide opening, and a lot of times too, people always use these as handles to lift up on the hood. But once again, you'll see that with these Shelby hoods, a lot of the times there was difference in manufacturing, and all the fiberglass on the car a lot of times was never ever perfect, with the fit, finish, and everything like that.
So what they call them, Friday night cars, Friday night, in and out, going home.
Most all of them were.
Send them off the line. I know we got a Mustang in not too long ago, and it called for black on black. But when they sent it through the factory, it had a blackout package on the hood and a white stripe in the rear, which was, now it's one of one,
Right. Yep. So under the hood here, which they shoehorn in, sits the 428 Police Interceptor. So they were putting these engines in the beginning of '68, and once you start seeing, which if you want to call it the sister or the brother, the KR. That's that mid-year change when they started switching over to the Cobra Jet.
Yes.
So that's when the King of the Road started getting that Cobra Jet motor and defining that car. But just as these things sit right here, as you can see, they definitely wedge these in.
Yeah, man, there's no room for error in there.
Spark plug change. At least you don't have to do it that often because it is difficult.
Looks like fun. Very
fun. So yeah, really, what everybody looks for too, the biggest things is that this retains its factory Shelby add-on tag right here. So big thing is you can just tell by these tags the authenticity of it, and if people question the authenticity, what you can do too is a lot of the people, which they didn't do on this, but a lot of people usually drill out and take out one of the rivets. They'll spin this out of the way, and underneath reveals its original stamping. Ford Mustang stamping from the factory itself here.
Wow.
So you'll usually have the single or double stamp over here, and then on that side, on that apron, near the battery itself, but it'll be underneath that fender. Which obviously you'd have to remove the fender or look at it from underneath.
So on the inside of the fender well.
Yeah, so it'd basically be right under here in this general area.
Okay.
There'll be another VIN stamp on these cars. And a lot of times you'll look at that just to confirm that. And then in addition to, you'll see one big feature is that this car retains its original buck tag. So this buck tag was put on with a single screw right here. Has basically all the specs of the build, defines the car as far as which options it should have, its Shelby, its color.
Green metallic, yeah, I see that.
And it doesn't have the actual color, which obviously they call this the Highland Green, but they just put the generic color on there. And you'll see some of the different markings on that buck tag, which is as it went down the line, the people would basically stamp that out and then screw it on at the end. But
that's pretty cool.
That's where you get a lot of the information of its build date, and once again the vehicle specs itself.
Sweet.
Under the hood. So
looks like you know your stuff, man.
I attempt to.
definitely.
But there are a lot of, you know, going through the car, there are a lot of little small Shelby specific things about that car that you could go around and point out all the details and stuff like that. Which once again, just anybody knowing Shelby, just looking under the hood, you'll see right away that they added this block here for the aftermarket ammeter that Shelby would put in, obviously measuring the current going through it. When you look at these, what they call sometimes beehives, you'll see this extra washer on here that they welded on there for a little bit more reinforcement up top there for that shock mount. And then you also see sometimes they'll put the welds on the inside of those towers there for that lower framework right there next to the
more
manifolds.
rigidity, huh?
Absolutely, that was their that was the way to battle it, is by just adding some rough welds on there.
There you go.
You know, but whatever it took to make it work. Yeah. So once again, moving around the car. They went to, on the front end, now instead of in the 67s, a lot of times you had those either inner lights or outer lights,
correct,
right?
Yeah.
Calling them inboards or outboards.
Yep.
Everybody always thought, everybody calls them fog lights, but on those cars they were actually high beams. So
yes, correct, yep.
On this, on obviously 68 and up, they always stayed to the outside, and they became fog lights.
In my opinion, I think this is a way better looking car.
Yeah, you know, I'm torn. I'm still torn between 7s and 8s. So,
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can take either. Or both.
Beggars can't be choosers. We'll take them both, right?
That's right. That's right. So moving around the car, this does have the 10 spokes on it. These 10 spoke wheels, they always set off the car. Basically, all these cars came with the steel wheels and the hubcaps.
So this is a factory option.
It's not really a factory option. It's basically, if you want to call it, a dealer option.
Okay.
With these, people would always get them. I would call it aftermarket. And there's various sets of these wheels. Anything from a late '60s wheel to variations. There's all the way up to at the current aftermarket ones. But these are pretty old sets of 10 spokes on here.
Still in really good condition though. Really, really nice front and rear.
They
I looked over the car a little bit. It looks really nice.
Yeah, absolutely are. So once again, with this car here, you just basically have the vinyl stripes down the side that mark it out as GT500. A lot of these cars, especially just always comparing it to 67s. People would have the stripes on there, and all those stripes are aftermarket.
Correct.
Never
the
factory.
Reflective stripe, correct?
Over the top.
Yes.
So with that, you see some people put it on these cars, and which to me, doesn't fit. There's too much going on with the front end as it is. So obviously, it's very good to see that this doesn't have them on there.
It looks really nice, really good condition. Really happy with everything, man. I can't wait to take it on the road and enjoy it a little bit. Drop the top, especially now. It's really cold out and freezing a little bit. But yeah, when it gets a little bit warmer out, drop the top in there. You got to enjoy it, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Got the kids in there.
Yeah, they definitely don't meet the restrictions of the seatbelts and stuff, but make it work.
Sweet, man. So we're gonna load her up in the trailer, man. Please take care of our KR. I know you're the man with the plan, so I appreciate everything you've done, man. And until next time, we're gonna close the hood and get this baby in the trailer. We'll be on our way, man.
Sounds good.
All right, thanks for everything, brother.
Thanks.
Wow, guys, and thank you for taking that ride with me. How cool was that with the top down, the top up? This car got some looks, guys, didn't it? So you know what it is, guys. I got the white glove on, so you know what that means. We're gonna give it the white glove treatment. And let's start it off. Where does it start off? Right from the exterior of this car. We'll take a look at this condition of this paint. And I will tell you, normally with a vehicle like this, we would tell you guys the options of what we're gonna do, some upgrades, some changes, but we're not gonna do that. This car is way too pretty and way too beautiful. We don't wanna take away from it. We're just gonna make it better. And already a beautiful, beautiful paint job on here. That awesome green with the metallic flake in there, looking just good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna beef it up a little bit better. We're gonna give it a 5-stage paint correction on here. Get rid of any type of imperfection that's in the paint and any type of dirt or grime that's in there. But I will tell you, It was in such great conditions. I mean, if you can get a look at some of the body lines on here, some of the chrome on here, I mean, just looking down the hood, take a look, straight as an arrow. That gap is the same from front to back, letting you guys see what's going on. I mean, even the chrome on this car, super shiny, really, really nice, just great condition. And even the top, no tears, no bumps, no scratches, very, very beautiful. So what does that mean? That means we're gonna take this car from a 9 and bring it all the way up to a 12. And last but not least, our 40-point mechanical inspection, making and ensuring that any parts that we repaired or replaced are working and functioning 100%. And then my favorite part, the 30-mile test drive. I'm gonna be dropping the top on this bad boy one more time, blasting that AM radio and just having a good time in this one-of-a-kind GT500. And guys, I'm Chris Mazzarella, and you've been watching No Reserve Classics. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to give me a call, Chris, at 1-800-562-7815. And if you guys haven't done it already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because you never know, your dream ride could be in the next video.